Good afternoon, welcome back to Tallinn in the heart of Estonia. It's day 3 and the remainder of today's programme includes 2 bronze medal matches which are up and coming in the 10-metre air rifle men junior, which will be followed by a gold medal match, and then we'll switch to the women's events for the 2 bronze medal matches and the gold medal match. So we're here live at the Ring Sport and Spa Centre in this wonderful city of Tallinn. My name is Rory McAllister. I'll be your commentator for these 2 bronze medal matches and the gold medal match. In the meantime, though, whilst we just wait for the athletes to arrive into the final hall, let's just have a quick look at this wonderful city of Tallinn in Estonia. There you go, what a beautiful, beautiful city. The problem with Estonia and Tallinn in particular is just too much to do. And I simply aren't going to be here long enough. I'm only here till Sunday, but I'm going to try and pack in as much as I can. Just as the fanfare plays in the background for this first bronze medal match in the 10-metre air rifle team men junior. Serbia versus Ukraine.
10-metre air rifle team men junior event. We are starting our finals with 2 bronze medal matches, followed by the gold medal match. Please welcome the participants of the first bronze medal match on firing points A, B and C, representing Team Serbia, Petar Erdej, Marko Ivanovic and Alexa Rakonjac, with the coach Ivan Manojlovic.
So Petar Erdej and Marko Ivanovic and Alexa Rakonjac join us now in the finals hall and line up for this 10-metre air rifle men junior bronze medal match. Here come the Ukrainian team, which is Danilo Hrenyk and Ivan Tikalenko and Alexei Vyatchin.
The jury member in charge for this finals is Biserka Verbek from Croatia. And the chief range officer for this finals is Christian Bailly from France.
So that's the introductions of the jury member in charge and also the chief range officer.
One big round of applause for all the athletes, and we wish them good luck in this match.
So that's our announcer, Vladislav Lushin of Estonia. There he is, just on the right-hand side of your shot in the light jacket, just saying that we wish all the athletes well in this bronze medal match. Meanwhile, that's the chief range officer to the left. That's Christian Bailly of France. And he has taken command of all these final matches so far. So it's Serbia versus Ukraine in this one. And who will be the victors? There's a bronze medal at stake. And this bronze medal match will be followed by another. It's very easy on the eye, isn't it, the colour green? That's why in theatre and in TV they have green rooms where you go to rest before coming out. So hopefully that'll be restful for the athletes. The bullseye in this one, 0.5 millimeters. Yep, and it's 10 meters away. It would probably take me 10 minutes just to take my first shot, to be honest. Last time I tried rifle shooting such as this, I did it without the suit. I did manage to hit a 6. I was delighted. The rest of the shots, well, there's nothing really to talk about there. So, sighting and preparation time has started. 5 minutes ticks down. So just remove the safety flags from the rifles as they get settled in. And we'll just do the lineups now. So this is Petar Erdej of Serbia, bronze medalist in the European Championships. That was in Hamar last year. A wonderful tournament. So comes here with some pedigree, which is nice. He's 19 years old. Moving on to firing point B, representing Serbia. So we're going to start with Petar Erdej.
The first team to reach 60 points or more will be declared the winner of the match.
And next on firing point B, this is Marko Ivanovic, who has competed already earlier this week, a silver medalist at the ISSF World Championships in Cairo.
If the scores are still tight, the teams will continue to
and then the third member of the Serbian team is on firing point C, and that's Alexa Rakonjic. Who competed recently at the World Championships in Cairo. Here he is. And also was 4th in the European Championships in Hamar. That was a year ago. So will it be Serbia for the bronze? Will it be Ukraine? Some of the other teams have gathered here in the finals hall. The Austrians are already here, likewise the Swedish team. That's because the next upcoming bronze medal match is between Sweden and Austria. For now, though, we've got about 3 minutes to go. It's a wonderful city is Tallinn, if you ever do get a chance to come. Plenty to see and do here. And it's been wonderful to have the home of the European Championships been given to us in the city of Tallinn. So here's the Ukrainian team. And this is Danielo Hranik, silver medalist in the 3P at the ISSF World Championships in Cairo. 18 years old. And moving on to firing point G, and this is Ivan Tekalenko, who has already competed earlier this week. Silver medalist in the 3P in Cairo at the World Championships, now 18 years old. And Alona Fedorova is the coach. And now back to firing point H, and this is Alexei Vyatchin, a silver medalist in the 3P in Cairo. So Vyatchin, only 17 years old. He's the youngest competitor. Meanwhile, the coach looks on, Ivan Manojevic. So we're about to get underway with this bronze medal match. Just nice to see the ISSF president, Mr. Luciano Rossi, just coming into the auditorium to take his seat. And Mr. Rossi, as he comes in, just gives the thumbs up to the Austrian team and just goes down to take his place. And you just see the feet of the gentleman there. There he is, just taking his seat right now. That's the new ISSF president. There's Melis Lort, who's next to Mr. Rossi. There he is. And Melis Lort obviously cracking a joke with the ISSF president. He's been responsible for putting this competition together, the man on the left. And the man in the centre of your screen is the man who's now responsible for the ISSF. That's Mr. Alexander Ratner. Mr. Ratner is the president of the European Shooting Confederation. A former Secretary General of the ISSF. So we're about to get underway. The first load command is now being given, and now the start command, which means the official start of this bronze medal match. So once again, it's in the medal match series, so combined scores are what count. 32.7 is the highest score available. .31.2, that's an incredible start from Serbia. 9.9, a 10.7, a 10.6. And against a 29.8.
Serbia's taken the early lead in this match.
So Serbia are 2 points to nothing. So another 50 seconds on the clock and another series. So we had it earlier in the pistol versions of this event that a couple of times the teams did tie on the combined score. It is rare, but it does and can happen. Another very impressive total from the Serbians, 30.3 and 29.9 from Ukraine. So 4 points to nothing already, and the two coaches next to each other are the ones who can call a timeout whenever they wish. 60 seconds is allocated, and whoever calls the timeout, the other team also are permitted to talk to their athletes. So another 50 seconds ticks down. Will Ukraine get off to a start and claim some points? I'm just looking now at Alexei Vyachin, 17-year-old, the youngest competitor in this bronze medal match. So Ukraine, yes, have managed to get off the board. So 4 points to Serbia, 2 points to Ukraine. And once again we reset, and we start all over again. Will we have another dramatic bronze medal match like we've seen in the pistol medal matches earlier today? There's the Austrian team, they're poised and ready, giving the camera a nice wave. They'll be here for the next bronze medal match. And Ivan Tukalenko, just looking at him, that's another very impressive total from the Ukrainians. 31.1 against 31.0, just the narrowest of margins, just 0.1 separating the two teams, and that's 4 points each. There's some of the Swedish team who are getting ready for the next bronze medal match. And this is Alexa Rakanyats of Serbia. A really good look down his rifle, the LG 400 from Walther. 31.2 from Serbia. Very, very impressive. All of those shots in the 10 ring, a 10.1, a 10.5, and a 10.6.
Another 2 points for them, and it's 6-4 now.
Against a total of 30.5. So Serbia now back in front, 6 points to 4. I wonder who he thinks is going to win. Mr. Rossi clapping along. He just unfortunately was a few minutes late to see some of the Italians stepping up onto the podium to take a medal. He's a very, very proud man, loves his country and loves the world of shooting sport. So 6 points all. 29.4 against 29.9. So Ukraine have pegged this one back, 6 points each.
Both teams are on 6 points.
So important that the athletes listen to the commands of the Chief Range Officer. You don't want to load too early. Yellow cards will be handed out for that sort of thing. We had that a few days ago. And it's all about staying as still as you can. You've got the suit to help, some of the grips, the cheek rest that you can see there, the butt of the rifle, each of which is customizable, so you can have whatever color you want and have it how you want it. Meanwhile, 31.2, Ukraine are now back in front in this bronze medal match. It's 8 points to 6, 30.6, which is an impressive total from Serbia, not enough to claim the series victory there. So 21.2, which goes to 31.1. This is the first time we've had a tie, and it's happened already today in the pistol bronze medal matches, and it's happened once again here with the rifles. 31.1, which means 1 point apiece. Now Serbia have called a timeout, so Ivan Monojovic goes over just to have a chat with his athletes. So meanwhile, Alona Fedorova of Ukraine is also having a word or two with the Ukrainian shooters. So you're allowed 60 seconds for a timeout, and whoever calls the timeouts, yes, they lead, but you can also take advantage as the opposing team as well. So 9 points to 7. Ukraine are in front. So this is Petar Erdei of Serbia on firing point A. Bronze medalist at Hamar, the European Championships last year. Another impressive total from the Serbians, 10.5 across all three, 31.5. That's very, very impressive indeed. Ukraine can only manage 30.9. I mean, I say only because there was a 10.7 in there, but against three 10.5s, it's not enough. So 9 points each. 16 points is the target for the bronze medal. So you just see the arch at the back there of Petar Erdei. Each athlete does have their own style, despite the suits being there. And you'll also notice as well the resting hand of each athlete as well. It does differ. You'll see there just looking at the hand of Ivan Tekalenko, how literally it's just his little finger or pinky that comes up to the other side of his rifle, whereas other athletes can use just their resting knuckles. So 31.5, another impressive total from the Serbians, a 10.2, a 10.6 and a 10.7. And again, some terrific shooting from Ukraine, 10.4, 10.2, 10.1. Serbia now find themselves 5 points away from the bronze medal. So can the Ukraine team peg this one back? All the shots from the Serbians are in. It's a 31.6. You hear the oohs from the crowd as well. They're very impressed with that. A 10.4 and a 10.2 and a 9.7. So Alona Fedorova of Ukraine has now called a timeout just to try and maybe disrupt some of the momentum with the Serbian team. And I think she's just saying, just keep your cool, guys. Just go through the motions, go through what we did in training, and just keep it there. I wonder at times like this, is it harder or easier whenever you're a coach? Well, a nice smile from Ivan Tekalenko. So clearly, maybe perhaps this is something that they've already been talking about in training, and she's just reminded him of that. And he's thought to himself, yeah, okay, fair enough. Point taken. Now it's about scoring the points.
For the next competition shot, load. Stop.
So 13 points to 9. Can Ukraine start to peg this back after the timeout was called? 10.0 starts off the Serbian score. 9.3, that's lower than normal, and a 9.9. There's a chance here for Ukraine, and they've taken it. 31.6, much to the applause of Alona Fedorova, their coach. It's been incredible to see how positive these timeouts, the timing of them, as and when they've been called, each time have resulted in a positive outcome. So another load command. Another series. 2 points now in it. Serbia 13, Ukraine 11. .8. Going to need some shots in the 10 ring, I would think. So a 9.7 added to that, and a 10.0. Meanwhile, 10.1, 9.9, and it's just there by 0.5. So Ukraine finished that series on a total of 30.0. It's now 13 points each. So perhaps another couple of series to go before the bronze medal is claimed. This is the closest bronze medal match we've had, certainly in terms of it going backwards and forwards. We've had some comebacks earlier on, but this one has been the most balanced. .3 from Serbia, 9.9s from Ukraine, and finishing with a 9.4, 29.2. Serbia have edged in front, 15 points to 13. The drama continues here at the European Championships. This is exactly why we came here. So even if this series is a draw, and we've had one already, Serbia will claim the bronze medal. Meanwhile, Ukraine must win this series in order to stay in the hunt for the bronze. .1 from Serbia. Oh, I think the Ukrainians have blown it here. Yes, they have. 29.1. Tekelenko can't believe it. Meanwhile, Alexa Raonic turns round and looks over at the coach and smiles and said, "We've done it. The bronze medal is ours." Serbia are victorious. Petar Erde, Marko Ivanisevic and Alexa Raonic are the bronze medalists in the 10-meter air rifle team men junior. So if you have just joined us here on our live stream here in the centre of Tallinn in Estonia, the capital city of Tallinn, we're nearing the end of day 3. We've got another bronze medal match still to come and a gold medal match to follow that. And then more events later for you as well when we switch to the women junior rifle team events. So we'll be back in a few moments' time, live here from the European Championships here in Estonia. The next bronze medal match is coming up. That's between Sweden and Austria in the 10-meter air rifle team men junior. See you in a few moments.
Ryan is ready for final.
Good afternoon and welcome back to Tallinn in the heart of Estonia for the continuation of day 3 here at the European Championships. This is the next bronze medal match in the 10-metre air rifle team men junior event as the athletes just come into the finals hall. And this is the Swedish team made up of Jesper Johansson, Pontus Kallin and Victor Lindgren. 3 shooters who I've been following for quite a while now. Seen them shoot at various different events. And that's Paul Lahm, their coach, standing alongside them. He was in tears the other day when Victor Lindgren took his gold medal. Jesper Johansson also got a bronze. And in come the Austrians. This is Patrick Entner, Dominik Raoult and Keanu Weibel. And the coach just to the side there is Axel Tragassar. So fist pumps from the Swedish coach. And we're about to get underway. So once again, it will be the medal format in the sense of each athlete will take their individual shots and then the combined shots are the ones that convert into points. You can just see some of the athletes just getting their feet into the correct position. Balance is everything. You literally just start from your feet, work your way up. The suits, of course, are there to try and help you out and help with stability. But your rifle rest there must be no higher than your shoulder height. There's Christian Baillet of France, who's the chief range officer once again for this final. And he'll be governing this bronze medal match. Sweden versus Austria is essentially what we will be looking at over the next 10 to 15 minutes.
So
Biserka Fervak of Croatia. That's just to the right of your screen. The lady with the very colourful necktie. And now we'll start on firing point A. Here's a bronze medalist from earlier on this week. This is Jesper Johansson of Sweden, just 17 years old, also a bronze medalist at the European Championships, as I said earlier, this week, so already knows his way around this finals hall. And here's Pontus Kallin, who's a very lively character. You certainly know sometimes when he's in town, he can be ever so much fun when he's sitting in the crowd cheering on his other teammates. He competed at the World Championships in Cairo and is now 19 years old. And here's Victor Lindgren, who was a bronze medalist at the European Championships last year and managed to upgrade that to a silver just a few days ago. He's now 19 years old. And there's Mr. Paul Lahm, the Swedish coach. Paul's a great character, always friendly, always pleasant and pleased to see you. So here's the Austrian team. This is Patrick Entner, 18 years old, 4th in the World Championships in Cairo in the air rifle team junior event. Just missed out on a medal there, so maybe perhaps we'll end up with a medal today. Here's Dominik Raoult of Austria, the youngest competitor in this final, only 16 years old. And just making sure that he's got everything right with his rifle. And moving on to Keanu Weibel, who was 4th in the ISSF World Championships in Cairo. Again, just missing out on a medal. He was also 4th in the 50-metre 3 positions. But was a silver medalist at the European Championships. That was last year, 2022. And here's Axel Tragassar, who is the Austrian coach. So both presidents are represented in the crowd. We have Mr. Alexander Ratner, who is the president of the European Shooting Confederation, sitting in the crowd. There he is. And we also have the new ISSF president, Mr. Luciano Rossi. There he is, the incoming president, and has been president of the Italian Shooting Federation for many years. And now is in charge of the ISSF. I think he's flown in from Doha, as well as the Shotgun World Cup has been taking place over the last few days. And sometimes that's just the way of things. There's only 365 days in a calendar year, and you can't have shooting tournaments always separate. There's Mr. Thomas Volti, so he's the vice president of CIAS, which is the company behind the electronic targeting systems that are pretty much used in most shooting competitions, not all, but most. A very, very reliable source for the targeting there. Thomas knows he's on screen. Thomas, give us a wave. Too busy talking. That's fair enough. CIAS have now been involved in the world of shooting for decades, and we're pretty much pioneering in the world of electronic targeting. In the days before, it was all done with paper and running back with targets and having to work out the scores from there. Since then, and since CIAS came in, then the electronic world has saved us all and saved a lot of time. So Chief Range Officer will call 30 seconds in just a second from now.
30 seconds.
Right on cue, Christian. That's Christian Baillet, our Chief Range Officer from France. So you see Victor Lindgren there just getting his footing right and getting his balance correct. Intake of water as well. It's important to stay hydrated, particularly underneath the lights there, because it can get hot and you're wearing the suits as well. There's Vladislav Lushin of Estonia, who is our announcer for this bronze medal match. Vladislav is a rifle shooter himself and has announced many finals and competitions in Estonia. So if you are just joining us, this is the 10-meter air rifle men junior bronze medal match, the second bronze medal match of this particular discipline. So the first series load command has been given. So who will take the first points? It's all about the combined score. .32.7 is the highest score possible. We've seen 3 10.5s. We are yet to see 3 10.9s. That happened earlier on, the 10.5s. But we do have our first 10.9 at least. A 10.5 and a 10.7. Look at Paul Lahm. You could just tell he's brimming with confidence, brimming with pride. 32.1. That's one of the highest totals we've seen all day.
Stop.
So Sweden find themselves 2-0 in front. 10.4 from Austria, 10.6. It's 21.0 so far. 31.5. Now there's a total to be matched.
In this match, we are getting to see some fantastic results, and this time is by Team Austria. So 31.5, and they get
So 31.5 beats 30.7. It does mean that Sweden and Austria are now level on 2 each.
For the next competition shot, load. Stop.
So another 50 seconds on the clock. Will this be another close bronze medal match? We've just had one between Serbia and Ukraine, and already these two teams are tied on 2 points each. 31.1 against 31.8. So the Austrians have edged that one. 10.4, 10.8, and a 10.6. Very, very impressive stuff. Meanwhile, you know, a 10, a 10.4, and a 10.7 from the Swedish team is certainly no shy score. Very, very good. But just not enough on this occasion. So this is Pontus Kallin. Nice that the Swedish team have all worn different colours, and she's clearly found that a long day. Wake up. 9.5 from Austria, up to 28.7. 19.8 for Sweden at the moment. And a 30.5, it's enough again to take us level. I think this is the way this final is going to go in the battle for this bronze medal match. So there's Victor Lindgren, the gold medalist from 2 days ago.
For the next competition, load.
So load command has been given. That means the athletes can load. You don't want to be loading too early. So who is going to take this series? Will it be the Austrians again? Will it be Sweden? It's great to see the auditorium is starting to fill up. Well, in front of me anyway, on the right-hand side. So 10.8, just shy of 10.9. 29.7 against 30.5. Just more consistent shooting from the Swedish team. All of their shots in the 10 ring. So 6 points to 4.
For the next competition, load. Start.
So Jesper Johansson. He's a bronze medalist already here at these European Championships. This is Pontus Kallin, who now settles in to take this shot. .3 is the total from the Austrians, and a 31.1 from the Swedish team. Very impressive. So for the first time, they're now 4 points in front. They're halfway there to the bronze medal. 16 points is the total that we're looking for. And there's now 4 points between these two teams.
Stop.
And you'll see just Jesper Johansson just flexing his fingers there. You just see the difference, the way they all rest their rifle. And Pontus Kallin just gripping on a little bit to the rifle rest underneath the barrel. And quite a loose hold from Jesper Johansson there with fingers spread. So Pontus then just steadies his with his little finger just up the side. So 20.8 from Austria and 30.1 from Sweden. So again, it's another series win for the Swedes. Timeout has been called by Axel Tragasar, the Austrian coach. So Paul Lahm is also going to strut over and say a few words and take advantage. He's just talking to all three at once here. Meanwhile, Axel Tragasar, I think he's just saying, right lads, let's just get a grip of this. We were level at 1 point. We're now some points behind, but there's room to catch up. Now, interesting that the coach really isn't saying anything. He's just standing there. This is very bizarre.
Time.
Well, I've never seen a timeout like that happen before. I think that literally was just to disrupt some routine and some momentum, perhaps just taking the full allocated time of 60 seconds.
Stop.
Let's see if it works. All the other timeouts that have been called earlier today, and certainly yesterday, have then provided a positive outcome. And Axel Tregesaar just takes his seat once again, and let's just see whether or not that's made a difference to the Austrian team. They open with a 10.6, the Austrians. 10.5 and a 9.5, it's 30.6. What will the Swedes do here? A 10.0 and a 10.7 so far. And a 10.5. Sweden take the series with 31.2. So Axel Tregesaar and the tactics haven't worked so far. And you have to remember that there's a gold and bronze medalist amongst this Swedish team in terms of what they've won already this week at the European Championships.
Stop.
So another series, another 50 seconds goes on the clock. .2. 10.9, terrific shots. Oh, Victor Lindgren, take a bow. The gold medalist just showing his class, and the bronze medalist following up with a 10.4. So 30.8 against 30.0, 0.8 in front, which means that the Swedes are ever so closer to that bronze medal. Paul Lahm, I think, is starting to enjoy this bronze medal match at last. He was in tears the other day when Victor Lindgren took the gold. There he is, 19 years old.
Stop.
And now are Sweden just one series away, perhaps, from taking this bronze medal. Victor Lindgren just having a good think about it. Thinking, do I fancy another medal? More than likely. Meanwhile, can the Austrians respond? Pressure is on them now. They're 10 points behind. 10.6, that's a great shot, and a 10.0. A total of 30.7. And a terrific final shot from the Swedish team. Paul Lahm just is swiftly out of his seat and goes straight over to congratulate Axel Tregesaar, the Austrian coach. And Sweden have done it. The sheer class of the bronze and gold medalists from the individual events, that's Jesper Johansson and Victor Lindgren respectively, with the help of Pontus Kallin, have taken a bronze medal here at the European Championships on day 3. What a performance by Sweden. Very, very dominant throughout that entire bronze medal match. And Austria, just sadly for them, just couldn't respond. They were level early on, but Patrick Entner and Dominic Rauer and Keanu Weibel leave the arena for the moment without a medal, but still gracious in defeat and gracious in the shooting sport competition, and good on them. So congratulations all around for now. The gold medal match will follow in just a few moments. Norway versus Poland is how that shapes up in the 10-meter air rifle team men junior gold medal match. Who is your money on? Are you going for Poland? Are you going for Norway? We will find out in a few moments. Welcome back to Tallinn in Estonia. It's almost the evening. Local time here is 5:46 to be exact. And if you've just joined us on our live stream, then you're just in time for the gold medal match in the 10-meter air rifle team men junior event. So that's Vladislav Lushin from Estonia.
On firing points A, B, and C, representing Team Norway, Vegard Grimsrud,
So this is the Norwegian team being introduced, and we'll do the official introductions for you in just a second.
Representing Team Poland, Michał Chojnowski, Jakub Kowalski, and Viktor Sajdak.
And here come the Polish team, much to the applause and celebrations of the Polish supporters that have gathered here in the finals hall.
Ladies and gentlemen, please, one big round of applause for all the finalists, and we wish them good luck in this match.
So Bezerka Verbek of Croatia, jury member in charge. And the chief range officer has called for the athletes to take their positions. And we can pretty much get underway once Christian Baillet calls for the 5 minutes of preparation and sighting time, which he'll do any second now. So European Championship 10-meter air rifle team men junior. This is the gold medal match. So the good thing about this one is that each country is guaranteed a medal. Gold or silver, it just depends what colour. My name is Rory McAllister. I'll be your commentator for this gold medal match. So that's the start of the sighting time and preparation for the athletes into this final. And we've had some cracking bronze medal matches, not only in the rifle events, but also in the pistol earlier today. And the gold medal match in the pistol was just as good, if not better, actually. Quite arguably one of the best finals that we've had so far. So Vladislav Lushin frantically making those notes, having done that role myself as announcer. It is a lot harder than you think. So just in case you're sitting thinking, easy job. I've been in professional broadcasting for 20 years, and I've not only done the Olympic Games and World Championships and various World Cups. It's a tough job. Right, let's go to the lineups then. And for Norway, this is Vebjørn Grimsrud of Norway, 18 years old. Moving on to Jensman, or Jens Ulstrud Usle, who's 16 years old, silver medalist at the World Championships. That was in the 50-meter 3P, 3 positions. And this now is Airview Thorens. And he's 17 years old, silver medalist in the European Championships. That was last year. And Vidar Lindstad Fossmo. Is the coach. So Michał Chojnowski of Poland, gold medalist in Seoul in the World Cup. That was in the 50-meter 3P, one of my favourite events, 3 positions, and kneeling, prone and standing. And this is Jakub Kowalski of Poland, 4th place in the Seoul Junior World Cup, again in the 3P discipline. And Viktor Sajdak, who has already competed earlier this week here at the European Championships. a silver medalist in the 3 positions in the European Championships. He was also 4th in the Junior World Cup in Seoul as well, just missing out in the medal. And this is Bogdan Kowalowicz. So just over 2 minutes to go before we go into this gold medal match, and not the final event of today. We've got the women's team rifle coming later. That's at 7 p.m. tonight. 2 bronze medal matches and a gold medal match. Bullseye for this one, 0.5 of a millimetre. Indeed, can you even imagine that in your own mind right now, let alone being 10 metres away from it? There's a half-decent example of what some of the rifles look like. They're not all identical to that. You are able to customise certain bits of your rifle, but that does give you a good idea of how technical this piece of equipment is. One thing is for sure, you're allowed a maximum weight of 5.5 kilos. So the crowd are settling in. The bronze medals have been decided. We've just got over a minute left of this sighting time. And then we'll get underway with the actual business end, if you like, to decide the gold and silver medals.
Seconds.
So the sighting time now just coming to an end, which means that this gold medal match is almost ready to start. So the Chief Range Officer has called stop and are now calling for the first series load command. So if you are watching on Facebook or on YouTube, feel free to leave your comments of support in the comments section. Just be kind at all times, that's always nice. And if at any time you come to our live stream and you can't watch the final there and then you can always watch it back on the YouTube channel anytime you wish. So combined scores is what's at stake here. The highest combined score will get 2 points. If at any time the combined scores are the same, 1 point will be awarded to each team. And the highest combined score available here is 32.7. So Norway find themselves now 2 points in front. Can the Polish team level this one up? So 10.1, 20.8 so far from Poland. Meanwhile, 29.7 is the total from Norway, and a 30.9 total from the Polish team means that Poland are back in this. It's 2 points all. So back to another series, back to another 50 seconds on the clock. And it now starts to tick down again. It's all about steadying your nerves as well as steadying the rifle. And 28.8 from Norway and 31.2 from Poland. So the Polish now in front for the first time, 4 points to 2. The coaches can call a timeout at any point, and they get one chance to do so each. And 60 seconds is allocated for that timeout. It does mean, though, that when you get a timeout opportunity, the opposite team can also make advantage of that time. So this is Jakub Kowalski. He just settles into his shot, takes his time, looks down, looks up, looks down again. This will all be part of his training and his practice. And now tries to focus in on the target, takes his shot, and it's a 10.2. It's a great shot from him, but the Norwegians have just nicked it. 30.5 to 30.4, so a 0.1 difference. So close. So it's 4 points apiece. Once again, each team is tied. Now, is this going to go like the last bronze medal match, where it was nip and tuck and swaying backwards and forwards? Had a big blow there from Michał Hanowski, which is still watching him now.
Some pretty solid shooting from Team Poland in this round, and this brings them another 2 points.
So 29.1 versus 30.9. 29.1, just not enough on this occasion. 30.9 takes the 2 points.
Stop.
There's the Norwegian fans. I do love the way they bring along those bells and rattles. So Victor Sidek just waiting, I think, to see what happens. 30.0, sometimes it's enough, but not on this occasion. 31.5 from Team Norway. It's 6 points each. Again, it's tied. It's so close. Well, both teams now know that they're 10 points away from a gold medal. The other team knows that obviously if they don't win gold, it's a silver. At least in a gold medal match, you know that you are going to get a medal. It just depends what colour. So this is Jensman, 16 years old. Still a few years ahead of him in his junior career. So the Polish team, what's their total going to be? 10.8, a really decent shot in there. 31.4, that's brilliant. Versus a 29.7, so 8 points to 6. And it means Poland are now back in front, just marginally though, by 2 points. Just Michał Hanowski. And just some of his shooting. I think just 2 shots there below the 10s. So can Norway stay in this final? Can they level this up? 8 points to 6. 10.5 and a 10.5, 10.8 from the Poles, 10.4 from Norway, and a 31.5 total. Oh! But the Polish have done it, 32.2. It's just 0.5 short of the highest available. A 10.8 and a 10.9 has contributed to that, with a 10.5 just for good measure. That's amazing shooting from the Polish team, just 0.5 away from the maximum total. Poland now 6 points away from a gold medal. It's 10 points to 6. Can Norway respond to this pressure? So tense, so close so far. Now perhaps are the Poles just going to creep in front? 21.2, it's higher so far. These two final shots are what's going to count. 30.3 and a 30.0. Once again, Norway have been pushed aside by the Poles just for the moment. Quick adjustment of the tash just to make sure everything's in order. And Vidal Lindstad Fossmo, the coach, comes over to call a timeout to say, we just need to regroup here, we just need to gather ourselves and just see if we can keep ourselves together.
Let's see where it goes next.
It'd be great to be able to hear what they're saying, isn't it? I don't know if he's saying... Obviously, clearly had a bit of a laugh with Jensman in the middle. So another series, can the Norwegians stay in this? At the moment, the gold medal looks like it's swinging Poland's way. Silver for Norway as it stands, but we've seen stranger things happen in shooting, and it can flip round. What can Norway do here? The pressure is on. So they're just slightly in front at the moment. 29.7 from Poland. Norway have done it. 30.4. Has the timeout had that positive effect? You'd certainly like to think so. They're now 4 points behind. So Poland on 12, Norway on 8. Norway now halfway there to the 16 total that will get the gold medal around their necks on the top of the podium. So Grimsrud, Usle and Bronson are the Norwegian team trying to make up the deficit of 4 points. It's 12 points to 8. 30 seconds left on the clock and not one shot yet. There's the first, 10.6. 9.9 response from Norway. 30.1. Norway need a decent shot here. Oh! Oh! Well, just when you think a 30.1 total will be enough, it is just Norway with 30.0. 2 shots in the 9 ring, a 10.6, just not quite enough. Poland now find themselves just 2 points away from a gold medal. It's Michał Honowski, Jakub Kowalski, and Viktor Sidek. Are they about to become the European champions? All of Norway is cheering on these three. They now need to win every single series. They can afford one draw. So 21, they're just higher than the Poles at the moment by 0.1. That's the gap. 31.6 from Norway. 29.4 from Poland. Unbelievable. This is just brilliant, world class. And Norway are not going to give up. They are now 4 points behind the Poles. And Poland only need one more series win to grab this gold medal. Norway can still afford one draw. But in preference, they would choose to win every single series. They need to win 3 in a row in order to get to 16. Poland, meanwhile, need one more series victory. Which way is this going to go? 10.8, what a start. 21.3 the Poles are up to, 20.7 for Norway. It's in Poland's favour, 31.4. And 31.1, so 0.3 behind, the narrowest of margins. But that's what happens at this level of shooting here at the European Championships in Tallinn, Estonia. What a terrific gold medal match that was. So the European champions and gold medalists are Poland. Michał Hanowski, Jakub Kowalski and Wiktor Sajdek all come together now as European champions and gold medalists. The silver medal will go to Norway. So for Jorben Grimsrud, Jens Ulsrud Åsley and Ervju Thronsen are the silver medalists. And not a bad achievement here at the European Championships. Meanwhile, the other 2 bronze medalist teams have joined them. Serbia and Sweden. So we'll just get to see all of the athletes lined up in just a second. We will also bring you the medal ceremony as well for this particular event. And that'll follow shortly after the coverage of the completion of this gold medal match. So here's the official presentations.
The bronze medal from the first bronze medal match goes to Team Serbia. Petar Erdej, Marko Ivanovic and Alexa Rakonja.
So that's Petar Erdej, Marko Ivanovic and Alexa Rakonja.
Goes to Team Sweden.
Those are the Serbians. Sweden now getting their introduction. Jesper Johansson, Pontus Kallin and Victor Lindgren.
The silver medalists are Team Norway.
So for Jorben Grimsrud, Jensman Åsley and Ervju Thronsen are the silver medalists of Norway. And Poland just getting their announcement now. It's official, the European champions, they're the gold medalists. That's Michał Hanowski, Jakub Kowalski and Wiktor Sajdek.
We'll continue with the awarding ceremony for this competition.
So the medal ceremony will follow as soon as we can get together and team up with the medal ceremony team in order to bring you coverage of that medal ceremony. We'll be back in a few moments. We'll just leave you with these wonderful scenes of congratulations here in the heart of Estonia in Tallinn. Edging towards the end of day 3 of the European Championships, the medal ceremony for the 10-metre air rifle team men junior is coming up in a few minutes. Don't go anywhere. Good evening and welcome back to the European Championships here in the heart of Estonia, in the capital city of Tallinn. My name is Rory McAllister and I'll be your commentator for this medal ceremony. We're about to get underway with the 10-metre air rifle team men junior event. The Flower girls are ready with the medals and the flowers. Our announcer, Vladislav Lushin of Estonia, is also ready, as are the athletes and the presentation team. This is the medal ceremony for the 10-metre air rifle men team junior.
Ladies and gentlemen, the awarding ceremony for the 10-metre air rifle team man junior event of the European Shooting Championships 10-metre Tallinn 2023 is starting now.
So if you are just joining us on the live stream, perhaps relaxing at home or even just relaxing as that lady is doing her knitting in the back row. Or whatever it is, as long as your hands are free and easy to clap along.
The medals and the prize money provided by the European Shooting Confederation and its sponsors will be presented by Biserka Võrberg, the European Shooting Confederation Presidium member.
So that's Biserka Võrberg, European Shooting Confederation. That is the member.
Flowers will be presented by Enn Vallimäe, the board member of the Estonian Center for Integrity in Sports.
So Ain Vallimäe is the board member of the Estonian Center for the Integrity in Sports. He'll provide the flowers.
Representing Team Serbia, Petar Erdei, Marko Ivanovic and Alexa Rakonjas.
So the Serbian team are invited up onto the podium to receive their bronze medals. That's Petar Erdei, Marko Ivanovic and Alexa Rakonjas. So the medals go on. The prize money certificate will also be handed over. And the flowers now will follow up. And they've been handing out some very beautiful bouquets here as well. Just nice and tidy. And so that at least you can carry them, because you do see sometimes medal ceremonies where the medalists then have to carry so much stuff that it almost takes away from the medal itself.
Team Sweden, Jesper Johansson, Pontus Kalin and Victor Lindgren.
And here's the Swedish team. Jesper Johansson, Pontus Kalin and Victor Lindgren. Victor Lindgren, a gold medalist earlier this week. Jesper Johansson with a bronze medal. And this time with the help of Pontus Kalin, they've got themselves another bronze. Been watching these three young shooters for many years now at various different competitions around Europe. And it's no surprise really that they're there on the podium taking their bronze. So that makes it all official. That's right, Victor, as soon as your name comes up on the screen, you are in the history books. And a shake of the hand and some congratulations from the presentation team.
The silver medalist.
So Mr. Henn Vallimäe makes his way off to the side again. Here come the Poles for their silver medal. So Team Poland, this is Michał Hanowski, Jakub Kowalski and Victor Sajdak of Poland, who are the silver medalists. And there's Jens Usrud Osle in the middle, just 16 years old, known casually as just Jensman. come the gold medalist.
Representing Team Poland,
Apologies there a second ago. I think I actually just said Poland for the silver, but it was Norway.
And Viktor Sajdak.
So here come the Polish team for their gold medal. Michał Honowski, Jakub Kowalski and Viktor Sajdak. Meanwhile, the Norwegians who received their silver medal, Vibing Jon Grimsrud, Jens Åsred Åsley and Ervi Thronsen. So Serbia and Sweden with the bronze medals, Norway with the silver, and now Poland, who are getting their round of applause, are the gold medalists and officially the European champions. It's all now part of history. So in a second, once the flowers are giving out and the prize money, we will all take some silence to stand for the Polish national anthem.
Ladies and gentlemen, please rise for the national anthem of Poland.
So it's all official now. Poland are the gold medalists and the European champions. Michał Honowski, Jakub Kowalski and Viktor Sajdak. The silver medalists are the Norwegian team, and the two bronze medalists go to Sweden and Serbia. So that just brings our coverage of this medal ceremony to a close. We'll be back with the next event. That's in about 30 minutes' time, just before 7 p.m. That's local time here in Tallinn in Estonia for the 10-meter air rifle team women junior. So that's the next events coming up. 2 bronze medal matches and a gold medal match in the rifle, 10-meter air rifle women team junior. We'll see you in about 30 minutes time for the next piece of live coverage of the European Championships live from Tallinn in Estonia.